Welcome to Wild About Trial. Today we are discussing all recent developments in the TJ Lane case. To help me explain what's going on, I have the Wild About Trial legal team with me, Kelly Gerner and Ryan Kerns. Welcome.
Hi, Alison.
Hi, Alison.
So, what's going on with TJ Lane? Someone please tell the viewers what this case is about and what the new developments are.
TJ Lane is the 17-year-old Chardon High School student who went on a shooting rampage earlier this year, killing 3 of his classmates and wounding 3 other people.
Is he being tried as an adult?
He is being tried as an adult.
And is he death penalty eligible?
He is not.
Why not?
Because he was under the age of 18. He was 17 years old when he committed the shooting.
And what happened in court recently?
So TJ Lane was originally arrested after the shooting, and he was read his Miranda Rights when he was arrested. But then he was transferred to a detention facility where he was interviewed by law enforcement officers. This is when he confessed to the crime, and there's an audio recording of the interrogation. Now, what the defense attorneys for TJ Lane have argued is that because he was not reread word for word his Miranda rights at the detention facility, that his confession should not be allowed in court.
So he was not re-Mirandized?
He was not re-Mirandized, but on the audio recording, law enforcement officers can be heard reminding him consistently, you are aware of your right not to speak, you are aware of your rights, you are aware of your rights, you don't have to speak. And then TJ Lane can be heard responding, yes, I'm aware of my rights, but I want to talk.
The judge ultimately ruled that his confession would stand, that it would come in, that all of the law enforcement actions were appropriate. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That is correct, Alison. And it's important to notice that the defense's motion to exclude his confession wasn't totally unfounded. Juveniles have slightly different Miranda rights than adults, and one of the things that you have to take into consideration anytime you have a person under the age of 18 who has allegedly confessed to a crime is their age, their experience level, their understanding, and all of the circumstances surrounding their confession. For a juvenile, for example, if it's a particularly immature juvenile, asking for their mother can be construed as invoking Miranda. So there are many different, the analysis for juvenile Miranda rights is completely different, and it was very correct for TJ Lane's lawyer to challenge that confession, even though law enforcement seems to have done a pretty good job in securing the confession. But
in this case, the evidence is so overwhelming that really no confession is necessary, right? There were
absolutely.
Eyewitnesses to this.
There was a school full of eyewitnesses. This happened just before classes started, when the entire campus was sort of milling around the central gathering area, and the whole school saw it. Teachers saw it. People were involved. The school was on lockdown. It was it was on the news. There's no question that TJ Lane was the shooter.
So for this was a very important motion for the defense to file. However, they really have an uphill battle with or without the confession, because ultimately there are hundreds of children that watched him commit these acts. Is that correct?
Absolutely right.